Hi guys, this is the video for the Destruction Depths mission. Just the Z bound or the Z mission for today. Uh, with in hard mode. I ported in from Central Transfer Chamber. If you hit Control, you can find the door to Battle Depths. It drops you right in front of Chalice. The first thing you're gonna do when you zone in is grab the golems. It's 15 energy per piece to activate them. The opening part of the mission, you're actually not fighting any destroyers. It's just mobs that you've run into before on the way to Chalice through Destruction Depths. The stalagmites and the wisps and the ice elementals and stuff. But once you run into these two Asuran, they destroyers start coming out of the woodwork. Every destroyer on the map is level 30. So this mission can be a little difficult if you've never uh, done missions in hard mode before. It's a little difficult if you have. Um, so hey, look, Captain Langmar. So we'll just run over here, and there's more destroyers. Um, at this point, you'd want your dwarf title on. I kind of forgot to put mine on when I was doing this. Another thing I forgot was Winter, the spirit that makes everything cold damage, or just a lot of cold damage. Destroyers are like Titans from the Ring of Fire mission. They don't have as much armor versus cold damage as everything else. Uh, Another thing is they have a skill called Inner Fire. It didn't used to do anything, it does now. ANET fixed that bug. It gives them a bunch of health every like second, and it's a ridiculous amount in hard mode. It's enough to out heal damage if you don't have enough DPS in the group. Let's run through here, kill them. Um, I'm gonna put the wiki page, the wiki page to this in the description, like I do always. I would suggest that you go through. You don't have to read it, but I'd suggest you skim through the different types of destroyers and become familiar with what ones are dangerous. Like the difference between destroyers of deeds and destroyers of horde, or destroyer of hordes. They're both rangers, but they have different elites. Destroyers of hordes have barrage, and destroyers of deeds have punishing shot. You can tell the difference. They're visually different, but I'd suggest that you learn what elites the different destroyers have. Okay, so now that we're in this room, just run through here. Hey, I leveled, awesome. Also, take out the stalagmites before you start fighting the destroyers whenever you can. The stalagmites drop a couple of spirits that are not fun to deal with while you're fighting the destroyers. Like frozen soil, it stops you from rezzing. Quickening Zephyr, uh, it makes your skills recharge faster, but they cost more energy, which can really screw over your healers. So, come over here, kill that thing. This is the Room of Death, as I call it. It's not all that different from Vizuna Square in Factions, where you have all those afflicted popping up out of nowhere. Only instead of them being, 15 to 20, they're level 30, all of them. Uh, Olaf is actually already dead. Um, I suggest that you hold that bridge. There's a couple of groups that spawn behind you. Kill them before you kill anybody else. And just hold the bridge. It gives you a place to fall back to and to get them like balled up. There's a couple of different strategies for doing this room. Most of them involve this bridge. They involve you getting a golem in front of you and getting it stuck, like lining them up side by side, and just having the destroyers kill them. That way it forms like a roadblock so that the destroyers can't get to you. Oh, first of many deaths in this room. So you can do that. There's a million different ways to do it. So you can see the destroyers are actually stuck on one of my golems. So pull them back. And watch that destroyer of bones rip my spirits to pieces. I suggest you do anything in your power to not get hit by destroyers of bones. They'll murder you. And I'm not entirely sure how Zoe is alive right now, but I'm not gonna complain. Oh, we killed him. Ow. I got shot through a bridge. Awesome. Um, so... Oh, wow. Avatar Destruction. That is the boss that you have to kill for this room. And everybody's dead again. So once you kill him and, pull things away from where Olaf is probably dead in the ground at this point, he'll respawn and open up the door at the top of the hill for you to let you go through to the central transfer chamber. Grab the golems. And watch everybody die again. Okay, I've got one of my golems in place. Let's see if I can get the other one. I don't think it's gonna work out. There's rubber banding. There is a certain distance to how far that you can pull the destroyers. They'll just go back to their little tether point down the hill. And I'm getting shot through golem somehow. And res, and come back here. And try to kill these things without dying this time. Awesome. Okay. Now we run back over here to where Olaf is. Uh-oh. That's a lot of destroyers. If you pull the destroyers down the hill in this room to Olaf, Olaf will fight them for you, or will help you fight them. So if you think you're going to get overwhelmed, just kind of pull him down to Olaf, and he's hits pretty hard for an NPC. Okay, finish killing these things. Another destroyer you'd want to take out. I don't know if it'd necessarily be first, but it should be one of the first that you take out, is Destroyers of Thoughts. They're mesmers, and they have a lot of really nasty skills that will do a lot of damage to you, and the portal isn't active yet. Alright, this is Central Transfer Chamber. It's overrun with destroyers. The point of this room is to kill anything that isn't human. So all the destroyers have to die in order for you to kill, or in order for you to complete this room. There's, a group on either side up on the steps, and there's a group on either side on the actual ground level, and then in the middle is the Disc of Chaos. The Disc of Chaos hits really hard. It hits really hard in normal mode. It hits even harder in hard mode. Now, what I didn't have with me was I didn't have an Ellie, like an Earth Ellie with wards. Specifically ward against elements, because he spams Mind Blast and Flame Blast and Energy Blast. So, if somebody could do that and tell me if that helps, I'll find some time to do it, maybe. But just kind of kill him, and he runs back to like his tether where he starts, down in the little zone. He ran way farther than he was supposed to. That's not good. That's actually the first time I've ever seen him run to the other side of the room. And there's destroyers right next to the restaurant. That's awesome. Okay. Kill them. Kill that. And kill that. And that. And, okay. Had to cut some stuff out for time. I just kind of ran back down the hill and re-engaged the destroyer. All you do is, I was trying to get him stuck on one of the golems, but I just wouldn't have it. So, that's killing the Great Destroyer. Res everyone.